Oh, that's that.
All right.
Nope, it was just everyone. It was on my end.
Ah, okay. So you can't hear anyone. It's not that you can't hear me.
Yes.
Ah, well, if you can't hear me, then how are you answering me?
I can hear you now. The quality's just terrible.
Can everybody else hear me okay?
Everyone. Literally the only other fucking person here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, everyone else can hear you okay.
Hey, there we go.
Okay. I'm not trying to anonymize you, Charles. I'm trying to single out Taylor.
No,
Oh, I'm already going to get eaten alive by werewolves.
It's like a double-edged sword, man. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
The thing is, I just don't care enough about if I, insult you to not do it in order to insult him.
I actually wrote something out for once.
Oh, good. And then we can break it.
You mean you've never written out your character sheets?
I don't write very much.
Oh, you mean you, like, physically wrote?
No, I typed it. But
I think he's actually planned something that he's going to say.
Yes, I usually don't. If that wasn't obvious.
No, it's fairly obvious.
If I have to, I can just use the speech as a punk. That's been my thoughts. Like, if it doesn't look like it's going to work, I'll just turn it into a bug. Just attempt it.
That works.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Hello.
Aloha.
Are you ready?
See, I didn't say what's up, so you say, oh, inflation, or my blood pressure, or taxes, or...
Which are all true.
Yeah, but why would you... Oh, hold on. No, sorry, I don't remember.
Huh?
Never mind, it's too late. The joke's ruined.
Oh, sorry.
You ruined everything like that.
Shit, I'm so
I was going to say,
guys.
but why would you say goodbye? But I forgot if aloha actually meant goodbye as well. It does. It means farewell.
Yeah, it does.
I had to look, and it ruined the joke.
It means hello and goodbye.
Yeah, it's more just a... What the fuck? It's not a greeting, it's
a multi-purpose word.
Yeah, it's just... I think there was an actual word
for what
it
fuck.
was.
I often integrate fuck with aloha.
Ah.
Really adds a lot of context.
So where is everyone else?
No clue. Doc might be late again.
Why?
I don't know. He's...
Didn't he say something about a vet? Or...
Yeah. But we didn't know if he were to quit right away.
He gave me the impression that he was done going.
Okay.
Done going?
Yeah, well, the reason he was going to start being late was because he was at
School.
And
oh, right, he's quitting school.
Yeah. So.
Fuck. Forgot.
Well, I don't think he was quitting. I think he already quit.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He might have also...
There's no excuse.
He could also just be busy.
Yeah. But that gives him a pass, and we don't want that.
Well,
we want to be able to judge him.
Being busy is not a pass.
Exactly. Being busy is something you have to declare ahead of time.
Yeah.
You can't just on the spur of the moment become busy.
I mean, you can.
Obviously. But he's not...
It's not a pass if you do it that way.
How much XP do I think I have 9 XP. I can't spend it yet because we're in the middle of a scene. But,
yeah, we are definitely in the middle of a scene.
And one nightmare dice.
By the way, Casey, I put a point in Kronos, and I'm unleashing Kronos. So.
Fuck off! No.
Kidding.
Don't.
We all agreed no Kronos anyway.
When I was writing out the speech I thought of that. I was like, if I had that, I actually would have had the power to fix it.
No.
Yeah, I'll put it this way: unleashing Kronos never goes as planned.
Well, the dreaming is like what does he mean a few thousand years? Okay, you're back to 6 billion years ago. That's a few thousand for me.
Yeah, I was running a game once, and something happened that the group didn't like. So I think they really badly worded the unleashing, and they wanted to use Chronos basically to make everyone forget what had just happened.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Doc.
Hello, Doc. You're here.
Hello.
So they unleashed Chronos, and in doing so, the Dreaming decided that the way to fix things so that no one remembered it happening was just to advance the clock 10,000 years until everyone had forgotten, or everyone who remembered it was dead.
Which would have included the changelings, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why 10,000 years. Okay. I had to find new bodies. Some of them live a long time.
Yep.
Okay, so, are we all here now?
Yeah.
Jamie said she was going to try to pop in before work and watch you all die, but she's not here.
Oh, no.
So, as we begin, does anyone actually need a recap of where we left off last week?
I don't think so.
No, I think we covered it pretty well.
The coverages covered it pretty well. The news coverages.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving you the news reports because I'm assuming most of you do have phones and you are able to see those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, it's boring going around rescuing people, so you browse Twitter while you do.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you?
No, I imagine these would be those Amber Alert style alerts being pushed to your phone.
Well, they wouldn't, like, send, Oh, big bet. I mean, they might.
Yeah, they probably would.
Yeah, they might. Yeah.
And something like this, probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's only, you know...
Yeah, but I mean, imagine, like, the editor of that, like, text message. Okay, so there are dragons in England, and
Well,
a giant
it's
tree.
less like a...
Hang on, is someone fucking with me? I'm just gotta know before I hit send.
Oh, yeah, well, they were doing that originally, but after a couple of
Yeah.
days of it, all of a sudden they're like, this is actually happening.
Yeah, London's just gone.
That is actually in the news broadcast if you look at this.
Yeah, I did. I read them because I was looking for things to put into this little speech I've written. And I only took two. There's about 1 million people missing, and London is just gone.
Yeah.
It's gone? The entirety of London? Shit, I missed that part.
It's been destroyed.
How did you miss that?
I don't know.
Is that in reference to a certain
I didn't get the
song,
memo.
by chance, Casey?
I mean, there's a specific line in the news article that says, the city of London has been wiped off the map.
Yeah. There was another one about how Libya and Egypt have become a massive jungle. Those deserts have just become jungle. But I'm like, that's not...
Well, in Africa, there's a fucking 100-foot tree right now.
Well, I think
Yeah.
just a tree and being gone. Out of the two, I would rather have the tree being my city.
Yeah, I would rather... Well, considering the jungle has fanged monsters snatching people...
Still,
The trees are killing people, dude.
No, it specified creatures with fangs.
Oh, I know. That thing is alive, the 100-foot tree.
Again, oh,
Well,
no.
that's a fairly redundant state. I meant sentient, I imagine.
We will rule the ashes.
Why am I getting...
Hold on a minute, guys.
I'm getting some weird hardcore deja vu. All of
Did
a
you
sudden.
say we will rule the ashes?
Okay.
Yes.
I think we skipped past that one. Hang on, what?
I
What
said,
are you-
and we will rule the ashes.
I heard you. I'm asking, what the fuck do you mean?
We are going to
You've
be the
seen, don't you
rulers
say?
of this new world.
I do. I have seen 3.
You've seen 3. How far does that extend?
Like, it's like a 60-foot radius.
I am playing.
Really?
Let me look. Changing the dreaming.
Well, I'm wondering, because if you unleashed Scene along with your...
You have to release an art, not a realm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you can't release a realm.
Right, realms are redundant.
Oh, no. Scene 3 is 750 square feet.
Square feet.
Yes.
I don't know why I said but I guess that's interesting. Yeah.
So
I don't
that's
know
like
why you're
that's
so
an entire
interested. It's
house.
just the American system.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's a lot.
Hold on.
Yeah, 750 square foot is pretty.
That's a lot.
Like,
That's a
yeah,
house.
but
Yeah.
okay,
It's
that's not a
700.
lot.
It's 750 feet in each direction.
That's
That-
about 70 square meters.
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
But
about
it's
70
not
square-
a lot. It's like it's less than a football field.
Yeah, no. But if I put another one into it, it goes from 70 square meters to 185 square meters. I might put another dot into scene after this if I can afford it.
I mean,
and if you survive.
Yeah, if we survive,
of
definitely.
course we will survive. I don't know why people are saying we won't.
Okay, so as we
Yes.
begin,
Oh shit, we are beginning? Fuck me. Hang on, I'm
You-
not mentally prepared for this.
you are approaching the center of the Magic Kingdom
Mm-hmm.
with a group of 20 to 30 changelings.
30 plus, remember.
You don't have an exact count, because you
Yeah.
haven't, gone through and counted each one as they've been getting here, but you've been gathering people as you come through. Most of these people are not what you would consider fighting types.
To be fair, neither am I.
True.
Well, you're noble though, so who gives a fuck?
I have an excuse. What's their excuse? No.
Yeah, they have no excuse.
They're,
They just
they're
suck.
peasants with jobs.
Yeah.
Mundane fucks.
Peasants with jobs are,
What
They're
most people
useful.
are. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're also useful.
Yeah. They can still do things.
Okay, great. They have your approval. You are useful to me
Moving
as a
on.
noble. Sorry.
You
Yeah.
step
Sorry.
into the center area in front of the castle, and as you are there, as you approach, you see werewolves.
Mm-hmm. Still in
Again,
their human form, right?
you don't have an exact count of the werewolves, but there are a lot of them.
More than us.
Yes, you would estimate somewhere between 50 and 100. And
That's a big estimate.
yeah,
Oh,
when a lot of people get close together, it's hard to get an exact count.
yeah, that's true.
And most of them are still in their human form. There are 3 or 4 that you can see that are in their full Guru shifted form.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the rest of them. You can definitely tell that they are werewolves because of the glowing kind of amberish eyes that most of them have.
Mm-hmm.
Guru? What is a guru?
Sorry, the Guru
Werewolves.
form is
Garu.
the half man, half wolf form.
Oh, okay. All right.
Each of the forms has a different name. Sorry, it's
Oh, okay.
the Garu or the Guru form
What?
is the combat half and half form.
What does their
Okay.
guru form look like, out of curiosity? Like
I mean, like a
Like
werewolf.
werewolves.
Yeah.
well, no,
They
I know
are
that, but there's
fucking-
different kinds.
No, it's not their full form, correct?
No, it's their full half.
Oh,
man,
okay, so
half
they're
wolf.
fucking massive.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
8 to 10 foot tall. Some of them big, muscly, wolf-headed.
If you want an idea, if they're shifted into this form, run is typically the response, and hope you survive.
Well, not all of them are in that form.
Sure.
No,
But
only a very few of them are in that form.
yeah,
But they are all gathered around what you know was, up until recently, a golden statue of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse, which now seems to have melted away, to reveal in the center of it a scroll which appears to be on fire but is not burning itself.
they've noticed us, haven't they?
Oh yes, as we ended the last session,
Okay.
they noticed you and turned, and that was when
And
you
I-
noticed all of the eyes were amber.
And,
Oh,
I,
okay.
and I have a good question. Is the scroll open, like unraveled?
No, it is rolled and kind of standing upright, like it was rolled up and placed into the statue.
Yeah, I have an idea
Now
of
the
what that
statue is melted
is.
away from it.
What do you think it is?
It's the
Concordant?
yeah.
Oh, does that just mean that? Okay.
Yeah,
Does
we
anyone
just
know
know
what
what
that
that
means?
is.
Yeah, we know
Yeah.
what that is. That's the deal
No,
they all
I'm
signed.
being sarcastic. I have no
No,
idea what that is.
Oh, do you not remember?
The concordance, I will catch you up, because all of your characters do know it.
Yeah.
Mm.
The concordance
told.
was the contract which was signed in Disneyworld by all of the supernatural groups to keep their war secret and to keep it from interfering with the day-to-day magic and energy of the park.
Yeah, but would we know that it's burning means that someone has breached the contract?
That you don't know.
Okay,
we don't
I
know
guess
that.
that's.
You know
I
there-
think that's
you
a
know
pretty
there-
good assumption, though.
You know there is a contract. You know that it was imbued with power by every group. It was imbued by the changelings with the pure essence of the dreaming. It was imbued by mages with scrolls, with runes of power and arcane energies. It was imbued by the wolves. It was written in blood supplied by the vampire blood mages. The scroll itself is actually made of mummy wrappings. There is demon flesh included in the outer edges of the what binds the wrappings together. It literally is something that was created by all of these groups in one of the very few times in history that all of them came together and agreed on something.
How the shit did you get the demons to agree?
Bear in mind, demons in World of Darkness are not your traditional just evil, destroy everything.
No, I know. They're-
I'll be right back. I better go.
They're
check
fallen
outside.
angels, literally.
Yeah, so they're basically also like devils in D&D.
Yeah, and actually, in a lot of cases, you do find that some of the demons that exist actually feel that they were tricked into the war, and some of them are actually trying to find their way back into the good books.
I think a lot of them are actually.
Yeah.
Because they're all fallen angels.
There actually is a World of Darkness demon game in which you play a demon that basically sided with Lucifer, realized it was a mistake.
More.
Yeah, I was letting Madman and the others that weren't aware.
sorry.
Where you actually play, a demon that's trying to win redemption by doing good things.
Are demons badass?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
They can destroy a city just by revealing their true form.
Cool. Let's not fuck with them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we shouldn't fuck with anyone here. Too
So
late.
the fire, is the fire significant at all? Does it have any like weird effects going on, or is it just regular fire?
Other than the fact that it's not burning the thing that's actually on fire.
Mm-hmm. Wilhelm just died.
I was very surprised.
We just hear that in the
revelation.
background.
So I was very surprised, and I'm sorry for that. I'm also very good at miming. Please continue.
It appears to be regular fire. The color is flickering slightly, as a very hot fire would tend to do.
Right.
But not in anything other than what would normally be considered a very hot fire.
And are any of the like pieces each contributed to the Concord? Shit, sorry, forgetting the word concordance. Yeah. Any of them like missing or maybe like burning or
It's still
disappearing?
rolled up.
Right. So I wouldn't be able to see the writing, but like the binding, is that
It looks to be in one piece.
maybe? Okay.
But right now
Yeah.
it's basically just a West Side Story face-off, right?
Yeah, the werewolves all basically turn and look at your group as you step into the area. And most of the changelings with you kind of, without even realizing they're doing it in a lot of cases, take a step back. leaving you guys kind of just out in front on your own.
We're all standing there in line like, yeah, we are... What? Shit. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Great.
I'm going to pause just a moment until Taylor gets back from AFK, because he's kind of a key to this.
Sure. Can I continue to ask questions, though?
Of course, yeah.
So there are only werewolves or were creatures here.
Yes, you can't necessarily tell they're all wolves, but you can tell they are all weres.
And it's day or night time right now.
It's Christmas morning.
Okay. But I don't know. I mean, in Sweden, that would mean it's dark until like 5 more hours.
No,
like,
you're maybe an hour or two after dawn.
Okay, but it's basically the sun out.
Well, dawn is when the sun comes up.
Yes, the sun is up.
Thank you.
If you're an hour or two after dawn.
No, after dawn, like.
Don't try to explain time zones to Madman. He doesn't fucking get it. He can't understand time.
So that means that the vampires can't help us.
I mean, I'm unsure that they would if they could.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was basically why I was asking. But we don't see like any, I don't know, wizards in pointy hats or demons in the back.
No.
We are basically just seeing one faction right now. Okay.
Here's what I want to do, if I could, as we're walking up.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just take a deep breath in and use my power just for the group of werewolves, just to see what their general emotional state is.
Right. Remind me again exactly what your thing does.
What it does is it allows me to sense the emotions of a particular person or number of people.
Pissed off. This emotion.
Hungry.
It's the after effect of the smell of an ogre, basically.
Right.
Normally, I would be able to figure out if someone's seelie or unseelie, but on top of that, I can also figure out what they're feeling by sniffing them. So, like, I can smell their fear.
Is the dreaming still present?
It is, yes.
Okay.
You are all still in your fully visible changeling forms.
Okay.
Just a buttload of negative emotions, then.
And lust.
And lust, really?
Oh. So everyone's like, I'm afraid we're gonna die. Oh, we're gonna kill you. And besides Dwight is like, oh, this is so arousing. Holy shit.
It's a good thing I have this cod piece, because boy, oh boy, am I spreading shit.
Oh.
No. It's also worth bearing in mind that werewolves often use the term bloodlust.
Oh.
When they're shifted into Gauru form, it's very difficult for them to maintain control.
Yeah, so the fact that those few that are in that form are in control, barely, is impressive.
Okay, so
now that you're back, Taylor.
No.
Okay.
Can't say I don't want
You
to.
can do this, Taylor. Do it for us.
They all
For Queen
turn.
and Country.
They turn. They look at you. The biggest, meanest looking, fully half man, half wolf form, shifted wolf steps forward to the front of the group, looks across at the group of you, and growls in this kind of deep, slightly muffled voice because of the huge fangs in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You did this.
Well, I'm glad he's at least starting with that. I mean, that's less back and forth for me to worry about. Oh boy. Well, let me. But it's true. I can read my thing if
He's
it doesn't
straight to the
work.
point,
Well,
if nothing else.
yeah, it's straight to the point. I will
Think a
step
werewolf
forward.
was gonna beat around the bush.
That's fair. I will step forward. I'm not going to step up to him, but I'm going to do what he did, basically.
Okay.
Step further out in front of the group. At least this way, if they rush me, the rest of you can run.
No, we can't. We cannot run that. Sorry.
You can
mate.
teleport. If they don't look at... Well, you can teleport from some of them.
Oh, I can. You guys are fucked.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to try and read this properly. I'm just going to read it because I'm shit at reading out loud. Listen, I know how this looks, but I have a duty to these people, and I'm going to motion back to the changelings. And whether you believe me guilty or not, I want to protect them. You can help us. We can all try to fix this, but this is so much bigger than the park. The entire world has experienced this. Over 1 million people are missing, and the city of London is gone. This is something far out of my control. At this point, I have no doubt that we've all lost someone. Had I the ability to, I would have done something, anything to fix it, but I can at least work with you to try to fix what's going on here, in the park, but just know we won't be able to stop everything. And we can only hope that this all ends soon. And that's it.
Okay.
I would also like to point out that my with my charisma 4, my specialty is actually in persuasion.
All right. Roll me.
Oh,
your
you're not
persuasion.
intimidating him? Great.
No. Okay, so hold on. Let me set up my roll.
Can we somehow boost him with moral support?
I mean, I can. Can't use
Like
a bunk for this,
like-
can you?
Yeah, but
Not for a roll, no.
no.
Okay, so
but I
what-
mean, like us standing behind him, could we somehow like boost his?
To be fair, Colin, I think
Speech.
you're the person I would rather not help.
No,
Are
I'm
you,
not talking-
Are you getting involved in the conversation? Are you stepping up and speaking?
no. I'm saying basically the us, not us, the group, like us, the 30 changelings standing behind him. Does that have some kind of benefit for him?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so
Worth it.
charisma persuasion is a skill. What for using my specialty? What does that do?
An extra die.
Ooh, so modifier 1,
Yep.
or I'll just roll an extra die.
Modifier 1's fine.
Okay, difficulty probably 8.
Yeah, 8.
Well, 2.
Did you
successful.
use a willpower?
I can't. I'll pass out.
Oh wow!
You should have done that, and that's the end of it. Mm.
That would have been great. Just pass out.
Yes.
But yeah, no. If I use a willpower, I'll just pass out. I have 1 left. Of my 3, I've used 2. It's been a long night. Well, no, it's been a long 3 or 4 days. Because
Yeah.
time is weird.
That's good, right?
Oh, that's good.
Because it's less than his.
He
Wait.
he kind of looks at you, and he kind of stops to consider for a minute,
Uh-oh.
and then 3 of the wolves behind him, the other ones that are shifted, all start to snarl and growl, and you can see kind of the moment passes, and he kind of shakes it off, and his face goes back to that angry expression that it had.
No. What? Oh, no.
As he's saying that, though, all of you give me a perception alertness.
Difficulty
5.
I had another 2.
Shit. 0. Colin is very, very focused on these giant wolves who are there to kill him.
You know what? Understandable.
Doesn't really have any. Like, he sees like this right now.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
I got a 3.
Yeah, a couple of you got 3s. So, Jack and Victor, you notice it first. Quickly followed by Dwight.
Yeah.
Colin, you're clueless.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I don't know shit.
As these guys at the front start snarling a little bit, and that is occurring, you notice off to the side in the back of the wolves,
Mm-hmm.
in the other part of the pack that's kind of further back in the mass, you start hearing some growling back there. And you kind of glance over, and you start to notice that they're moving aside and making a path.
For us
So-
or someone else?
No. It started from the far side.
Oh, it looks like that entire group is splitting.
Yes.
Okay.
But
I assume in the direction of the castle.
no, towards you.
Yeah, but aren't we, like, isn't the castle here, them here, and we here?
No, they're blocking our way to the castle.
Yeah,
I
like
think,
we
yeah.
came that way.
Basically, there's a circular courtyard, and then the castle is on the north of it.
We're on the south.
They're filling the courtyard, and
Yeah.
you've approached kind of from the southeast.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm asking, are they opening a path towards the castle?
Are they opening a
No.
path for us to go
Or, like,
through them? No.
Through,
Okay.
No.
like this, then.
You are getting the impression that someone who was at the far side of the circle from where you are
Mm-hmm.
is walking towards you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So someone in their group is approaching us.
Yeah, but the thing is, from what you're hearing, it doesn't sound like a member of their group, because as they're backing up, they're snarling and snapping at this person.
So it's someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Wait.
so you have more people to convince now.
Please be one of the vampires that heard that. Because I did not expect more people.
It's dawn.
We did verify
It's
that it's
dawn.
2 hours after dawn.
Yeah. He wasn't here for that, Doc.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It is lights out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
sun
asked
is
because
out.
I was going to text.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask you,
Amber, help.
what's the one thing every vampire probably dreams about, other than blood? Walking in the sun again, without dying instantly.
We'll
Probably
see.
also the-
Probably.
Dude, we'll
Oh.
see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You see this person approaching.
Is it Walt Disney? He got out of his cryopod and came to see.
And you kind of almost have to do a double take as the person finally comes into view. Because this person, he stooped over, which is why at first you didn't really
See him.
pick him out over the people that were kind of moving around for him.
Mm-hmm.
But he is a very large person. Maybe 550 pounds.
Ooh.
Quite heavy set, but quite muscular looking, actually. Slightly elderly. And wearing a pair of blue jeans, a checked shirt,
Mm-hmm.
a red vest, and what looks like a crumpled up cowboy hat on his head.
It sounds like Yogi Bear.
If you
Oh.
could picture a very kind of well, actually, I'll
Does he look like a lumberjack?
You're just kind of screaming lumberjack.
That's the impression I'm getting. It's like a lumberjack look. Is he holding an axe?
No, he's not holding an axe.
Okay.
But I mean, you probably wouldn't be far off with that. Think a cross between a lumberjack and a hillbilly.
Redneck.
Yeah, definitely redneck.
Is he a changeling? Like, can we identify that in the dreaming when this shit's going on?
He has golden eyes.
Does that mean changeling? That means sea,
No.
right?
No, that means.
That usually means where.
Oh.
He's not wearing overalls, but basically yes.
Okay.
That pretty much a much meaner, uglier version of what Madman's just posted, just without the overalls.
Alright.
And they're all almost snarling at him as he walks through, but they are taking a step back.
It's one of those, we don't like you, but we're going to respect that you can pass through sort of things.
Yes. And as he starts getting closer, the 4 wolves that were kind of snarling at you at the front, the ones that are in their full battle, their full combat forms, turn and look at him. And 3 of them take a step back.
Okay.
And this guy's
They don't-
not shifted. The one that doesn't take a step back, the one that was the leader, the one that spoke first, he kind of turns his head from you, and he kind of does where he's kind of trying to keep one eye on you, and one eye on this new person. So he kind of, his shoulders
It's a
go back
very-
a bit as he's trying.
It's not actually difficult for a werewolf to do.
No.
They've got very good vision.
Yeah.
But this is one of those, oh shit situations. It's like, why now?
And he kind of, again in that growling voice, kind of just goes, "Ow, what are you doing here?"
I'm just going to stand there and watch. I'm not saying a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to let this shit unfold.
And this big guy walks up and just kind of walks over to the side where there's a wall at the edge of the... it's like a half-high wall at the edge of this kind of round courtyard area. Kind of leans over against it nonchalantly, looks over at all of you and says, "Well, I knew your lot wouldn't ask the right questions, so someone with a brain had to show up." Which, of course, you can immediately see sends ripples of anger through all of these wolves.
I would smile if I wasn't terrified.
How far away are like the 2 lines of changelings and werewolves, like distance?
There's about 15 feet between you and the leaders.
Okay.
There's about
Never mind then. I'm not gonna whisper anything to Jack. These
There's a-
boys have good hearing.
There's about 10 more feet between the leaders of their group and the main pack. And if you glance back, the changelings that were with you have backed up to about 20 feet behind you.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do anything. I was just going to say, "Hey, I like the new guy," but I'm not.
Okay, got it.
Quiet.
Smart.
And the alpha wolf, we'll call him that, because it's obvious that's what he is.
Pretty much what he is.
Yeah. He kind of just growls and looks over and he says, "You have no business here, Al. Stay out of it." And Al, still looking completely nonchalant about all of this, kind of strokes his beard a second and he goes, "So, you're, the leader of this lot, are you? And, think carefully before you answer. But just to make sure, you're saying that these back here," and he's pointing to the changeling as he says this, "are your people." And you can tell he's highlighting this as if he's asking you a very specific question.
Can I ask? Is he basically asking? Are you saying this is your court, basically?
Give me a...
This is what it feels like.
Hope you have a good politics skill.
I have 2.
You can give me
etiquette could
intelligence,
work.
politics, or Greymere, politics, or or kinning.
So
use
I mean-
intelligence.
I mean, even if he doesn't want to say, like, this is my court, he can say these are under my protection at least, right?
Yeah, I
Maybe.
get. Well, let's see
Okay.
what I.
Yeah,
what feeling
okay.
I get.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so
I'll
roll,
probably
roll
use
your
intelligence,
highest out of
keening.
those.
Yeah.
And
It's intelligence.
and let me ask you this.
keening.
of the skills you're not using, is either of them a 3?
Greymare's none, and politics is 2.
Right. Okay. Never mind.
Keening is 3.
Right. If you had
But-
if you had a 3 in the other skill as well, I was going to give you an extra die.
Could
I do
etiquette
have
work?
I do technically have a specialty in political stuff, but it's for intimidation. If that gives me any sort of bonus.
What's your etiquette?
Etiquette 2.
Right. With a 2 in etiquette and a 2 in politics, I'm going to give you an extra die on this.
So intelligence, keening, modifier 1.
Yep. Difficulty 7.
God damn it! I keep getting the all these. Oh, just 1.
Please work.
Okay. You know enough about the kind of situation here to know that although you're not quite sure what the context of what he's asking is, you can very clearly get the impression that he's asking if you're claiming responsibility for them.
Oh, if I'm stepping up and putting myself up as the one responsible for them.
Yeah, basically, you're getting the impression that he's asking you if they're under your protection, if they're your people, because in both Changeling Society and from what you know of the pack culture of werewolves, the leader of a pack is responsible for the actions of a pack. So he's asking you basically if you are protecting these people, which also means then that anything that they've done is on you, or if you're not protecting them, at which point it's on them.
Okay. Oh God.
But at the same time, if you, from a changeling perspective, if you say that these are your people, then you are the noble of the area at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
If you say they are not your people, then you are foregoing any claim to being a noble in this area.
Yeah, so it's one of these situations where I know how it's gonna. If I say no, I'm fucked. in very, very much several senses.
And if you say yes, you're
I might get
fucked
killed.
in very
Yeah.
I mean, might.
Yeah, we don't.
Exactly.
I didn't roll good enough to know exactly.
Yeah. I
How
think
bad it is.
I think it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Exactly like you say, and it's up to you,
Well,
man.
Do I want to be eaten by werewolves or shunned by
I just want to.
changelings?
I just want to say one thing. I just caught what Casey said. If you say yes, it means that you have a claim
Mm-hmm.
to this place.
Yeah. Which is also good. So,
But if you say no,
that it's just
he
free game
literally
on
just said. He literally just said, "Forgo." You understand what that means?
me. Yeah.
That means you do not have any claim any longer.
Mm-hmm.
You say yes, you get that claim. If you say no, you can never do it ever again.
But if you say yes, then anything that any changeling here does, they point to you.
Yeah.
If you say no, they don't. And he has told you to think carefully before you answer.
So do you
Yeah.
want to take that responsibility? Or do you want to say nah and
Nah, just leave. No. I'm trying to think.
Is Dwight that kind of person that would want to put himself in power?
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He runs a company. Of course he is. But it's not also that he would rather himself be viciously murdered by werewolves than any individual of the group that has done something wrong. In the spur of the moment, because we don't know what these other changelings have done.
Yeah, amongst them might be the dude who did all of this. So
Yeah, I know, right? So he asked me basically a yes or no question.
Mm-hmm. Are these your people? Was what it came down to.
Oh no! Why'd you roll, Casey? No, stop rolling.
well, you got to answer, man.
What are you
He's gonna
doing?
keep on rolling until you say something.
Yes is the answer. I will say yes.
Okay.
That one wasn't good. No, not another one. Also, ones are good.
Okay.
No.
So
Hey, on the bright side, guys, I might not be able to play anymore anyway in a few weeks, so
so
also part of why I said yes.
here is the kind of sequence of events that happens in a flash. You say yes. You claim these people as your people. When you do, two of the wolves that are in Guru form behind the Alpha, not the Alpha, but two of the guys behind him, lunge forward.
Ooh.
As they lunge towards you, you watch Al take a step forward
Oh.
and shift.
What? How terrifying is Al shifted?
You watch as he shifts, grabs these werewolves by palming their heads, and slings them and throws them to the back of the pack, over all the other wolves.
Oh.
As standing
okay,
in front of you is a 12.5-foot tall were-grizzly.
He's just a giant fucking werebear.
Nice. I like werebears.
This
I
is
know who
literally
he is. I know who he is.
Oh,
He's Big
no.
Al the Goral from
Also,
Country
Seeger,
Bear
when
Jamboree.
you just slowly moved off out of view of your camera, that shit killed me.
Okay, that's
Big
good.
Al the
I like Al.
That is
Al.
good. I like Al.
Al is my new friend. I like Al. I like this dude.
And he throws the two of them. Yeah, that's a good picture there, except he's still wearing his cowboy hat.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah. He looks very odd because basically when he shifted, it tore through most of his clothing, but the red vest that he was wearing,
It's still on.
that was quite baggy on him before, now seems to be fitted for the bear form.
Oh,
And the cowboy hat is sat on the top of his head still.
nice.
He's done this before.
He's probably done this a lot.
Mm.
How old does he look?
He looked probably late 50s before he shifted.
Okay, so he's been around a while.
Yeah.
How long do werewolves? It doesn't matter. I'll ask that
They
later.
usually live shorter than humans.
Okay, so him to make it to his 50s is
Yeah,
an
but
accomplishment.
bear in mind they have a normal human lifespan. It's the fact that their lives are so violent that they normally live shorter.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I'm saying it's probably an accomplishment he's made it that far.
Oh yeah. Just to give you an idea, it's not perfect, but if you take the picture that was just posted in the chat, and then you superimpose this one with it,
Okay, I got you.
combine the two. There you go. That's Big Al. And he immediately, as he throws these two, I mean, he literally takes them and grabs them by the head and throws them over the rest of the pack.
That is terrifying. That he has that just sheer strength to throw two werewolves, one in each hand.
Yeah, by the heads. Palmed their
Yeah.
heads.
God.
And immediately growls at the rest of them As he does this, it starts all of the werewolves snarling, and 7 or 8 more of them actually shift as he's doing this.
While he does that, I'm just going to gently look behind and go, go back just a little bit. No, everyone step back.
Hello, by the way, Jamie.
Hi.
Hello, Jamie. You missed the cool part. You're late.
You're late.
I'm not late. I'm not even supposed to be here.
No, you said you were going to be here, so you're late.
Yeah.
Yeah. I needed an extra hour.
Fair enough. So basically, as he throws these two, like I said, more of the wolves start shifting around, and you hear Al growl, "If he is guilty, he will stand trial."
Good dude.
Yeah, good dude.
Like the dude.
Jamie, if you're wondering, an older man came up. The werewolves all growled at him.
She knows. I told her about this in advance.
Oh.
Dude, I know everything.
What you don't know yet, Jamie, is he answered yes, as you predicted.
Oh, what did Tay say?
I said yes. I answered yes. You missed my speech, though.
He took responsibility. That reaction.
You made a sound. Okay.
If you're,
Let's continue, guys. I want to know what happens.
I do too. I'm curious.
So the Alpha and Al kind of square off for a moment and stare each other down, which is scary to watch because you're looking up at both of them.
I know, right?
And yet Al is having to stoop to get on eye level with the werewolf.
I'm more afraid of Al than I am any of those werewolves.
I mean, does anyone here have a decent Greymere score?
I have 5.
Doc
yeah.
has the best Greymere score.
Roll me Intelligence Greymere, Doc.
Okay.
I'm starting to think I should grab some Greymere.
Greymere?
At least a dot. Yeah, at least a dot in it. Would probably
Difficulty?
7.
Okay.
This game so far has been nothing but 7s and 8 difficulty rolls.
No, there was a 5 earlier.
We've had down to a 4 in this game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There's been a lot of hard ones.
With 3 successes, what Jack actually knows is that according to the histories, the werebears were actually Gaia's first protectors. But as times changed and as something more savage was needed, the wolves were actually created to replace them because the bears were deemed to be hugely powerful but not savage enough, not aggressive enough. This led to a war between the bears and the wolves, where the bears were outnumbered about 50 to 1, and they still took out nearly half of the werewolf population before they were defeated. It eventually ended in a very uneasy truce between the two, and with the very few remaining bears, for the most part, declaring neutrality, and basically just living out their lives without a kind of gathered society, just kind of each one on their own, doing their own thing.
Oh shit, don't lose my train of thought. God damn it. I had something important to ask.
I don't believe
Never mind, forget it.
Yes, you can see his balls. He doesn't have any pants anymore, so...
But his nipples
It
are
would be
covered, so it's all good.
Oh right, I remember. Isn't
Yeah,
that about the equation we have here? The number of werewolves to the number of one werebear.
Probably.
It take about this many werewolves to take out
To
this
kill
guy.
him.
Yeah.
So we better
And
make
there's also a
damn
bunch
We
of
have him
sure.
outnumbered, guys. It's
I think
time
we should
to
just
act.
leave. I think we should just let this. This is gonna play out on its own. We should just go.
As
To be fair-
the Alpha and Al stare each other down, a very tense moment of silence passes, and the Alpha finally takes a step back and just growls, "Agreed." And all of the wolves kind of step back and kind of form ranks around him.
Now what?
At which point, Al turns to the group of you. He looks at you, Taylor, at Dwight, and he says, "You claim these people? You are responsible?" And he points back to the scroll and he says, "The changelings have broken the concordance. And for this you must answer."
That face.
Shit. She knows what's gonna happen.
Crazy eyes.
So he is telling me that I have to answer. Do I have to answer now?
Said you're gonna stand trial, so
Yeah, he already mentioned trial, so...
All right.
Now,
What's
that
the
mean
court
a
order
where-
date? Can I get back to you on that?
I assume I hopefully that means a concordance style trial and not a werewolf trial, because those are never fair.
What, you mean the fact that they only bring the guilty to trial?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it serves no purpose to bring the innocent to trial, does it?
Guilty until proven innocent, but why would we need to do that?
Yeah.
Have any of you ever watched Star Trek Deep Space Nine?
Yeah.
Werewolf justice is a little bit like Cardassian justice.
Yep. Hmm.
So their society's gone to shit really quick.
That's why
Jack.
there's infighting.
Stands tall, moves up, and says, "You do not know that for truth. You make assumptions. The changelings may or may not have broken the concordance."
I mean,
Yeah, boss.
but now I'm just
I
thinking,
lean.
I wonder.
I lean.
Wait.
I lean
I'm just
into-
wondering what thing we did that broke this.
Okay.
Well, probably me, because I just literally killed someone and changed. Maybe me.